of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
I'm coming after you. Hey, Delta.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And the catch good. It's Eifert. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation. Let him sneak his way across. Coming back underneath. Put it in his hands. Let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the Bucs' 47-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hey. You got three. Three down.
From the gun, a give to Mixon. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Set, ready? 8, read. Mike, 58, right there. 3 bucks. Snap.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. It's caught. Jones. His first reception of the
The aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone. Because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Hey, Will, get it.
2nd and 1. And that's complete to Sanders. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 14. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Malik Jefferson in there on the stop.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
58, right there. 6-man. Check cross. Ready?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lawrence got his man. It's Eifert. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. From the gun, Lawrence. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
First and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's first and goal.
61, matchbox right. Watch the ship. You go tight. You got tight. You got go.
Operating from the gun. Lawrence. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Well, surprise, surprise. First and goal at the 1. No quarterback sneak. No running play. They decide to throw for it, but the pressure got to them quickly and put the quarterback down.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. Second and 10. The Sanders has got it complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a third and goal situation. Trying to finish off this opening drive. From the 3, this is third and goal. From the gun, Lawrence. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 3 yards out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Here we go. 61, 54, right, 54. Here we go, D. Get off the field. 64, wait, go. Check 6 guys.
Throwing on first down. Haywood. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Justin Lane there defensively that time to knock it free.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Operating from the gun. Haywood. He hits White. Complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
Watch the screen. Pass.
First down, here's White. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Back to throw. Haywood. Hooking up here with Trent Taylor. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
That's another Buccaneers first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They defer to White out of the shotgun. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Wizards 7, Buccaneers 0.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Flush to his right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. But prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
First down.
We go. 70, Indy. Big dash. 22-jet bombers. 22-jet bombers. Let's go.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
On the tackle. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 43-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
X3, 218, chop. 3. Hey, orbit. Get it.
2nd and 9 now. He completes it to Jones. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. On is Josh Lambo for the field goal try. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And the lead moves to 10-zip. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On 1st and 10, Haywood hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On 1st down, Haywood. It's complete. James White. And they'll get this down to the 10. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Throwing on 1st down. Haywood to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I think Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. On 3rd down, Haywood. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Got it.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. Call it a gain of 3, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on Divisional Round Weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. This is taken at the 15. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit?
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Lane. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. 2nd and 5. It's caught by Sanders. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket. Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to over.
Looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT, and he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return, but I don't think they care. They've got the football back.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And you're under a minute to go in the half, the first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll... Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emmanuel Ogbah just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Looking to throw. Haywood, big hold of the 30. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
This quarterback now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. Back to throw. Haywood, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
I'm here all day.
A final shot before break. Haywood looking deep for Gabriel. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Haywood.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. On the draw, here's White. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
To throw on 2nd down. Haywood, and it's hauled in by Jared Cook. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a carry for White. Uses the stiff arm. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They keep it on the ground. White again. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
On 3rd and 2, Haywood. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Mack Wilson with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? You know, because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Haywood. That one caught by Gibson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
And the Buccaneers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Hey, let's go. It's time to come crack. Hey,
Off play action. Haywood making the catch is Sternberger. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Jared Cook there to make the grab as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Zerline good with a PAT, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, another offensive player quick to react, and they will indeed retain possession.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty.
61, matchbox lights.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Let's go, team. Let's go. Rush in. Rush in. Let's go.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready up. We go 25 to Mike. I got him. 80 weapons.
Looking to throw on second down. Lawrence. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 30, 20, 10, and it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Coaches always tell their players someone's got to make a big play, but what they mean is a game-altering play, a game-changing play, a turnover force, and we just got that. I mean, how about that play, Brandon?
Yeah, a pick six, 4th quarter, that is a game-changer.
Someone read their keys, and someone had the courage to go after the ball right then and there.
And it gives them the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
X3, 218, chopper.
From the gun, Lawrence escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
To throw on 2nd down, Lawrence. It's caught. Smith. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Lawrence, complete to Jones. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And the catch good, it's Eifert. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. It's caught by Bryant. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. From 13 yards out. And his guys are going to retake the lead. See, it didn't seem like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll run it with Williams. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 46-yard line.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Haywood eluding the pressure right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Mack Wilson on the tackle. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 9.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun, Haywood. It's caught. This is White. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside. Not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the first. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. They stay on the ground with White. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On 1st down, it's White. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. Hey, 22.
They'll try the right side here with White. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 6.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Hey, foxtrot.
He's back to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Now they burn the timeout, and they're kind of in that gray area where they might be able to get 2 plays in, but maybe just 1 play left in this ball game. We'll see.
Go now, 18 Gators. Double. Five.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Bucs are winners here as we say so long from Tampa.